Greetings and welcome to the Fan Perspective. I'm your host Nathan Allen. This is my coverage of the WNBA 2015 playoffs. This specific video is where I talk about the matchup between the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference, the Chicago Sky, and the number 3 seed in the Eastern Conference, the Indiana Fever. And these guys are probably starting to get tired of each other because every single season that the Sky has made the playoffs, they've had to face the Fever. First they got trounced by them, and then last year they had an impressive victory over them in order to advance to the finals. And now, here we are again, ding round 3. And, I think this year is going to go somewhat similar to last year's because as much as I love and respect the Fever, Stephanie White has done a great job. I think a lot of it comes down to Tamika Catchings. She is one of the top playmakers in the league, and she's taken a lesser role this season. You've seen that in every game throughout the year. She's deferring to these younger players, they're trying to kind of slowly transition her out, knowing that these guys are gonna have to survive without her very soon. So let's see what these kids have. And while I respect Beyond January, and she got a new contract, so congratulations to her. She definitely has a lot of skill. Achonwa's done a great job. She's definitely made an impact. They've got a lot of good players on this roster, but I feel like at the end of the day, for the Fever, it really comes down to Tamika and her ability to make plays on both sides of the floor and just be very effective. Whereas the Sky, on paper, it honestly seems like it'd be easy. I mean, how do you defeat the Sky? You stop Elena Delle Donne. Simple, right? Wrong. That's a lot easier said than done. I mean, anyone can say it. I just said it. I'm not going to go out there and try to do it. She would destroy me. So, I mean, and even if you can manage to find some way to contain her, even if she has an off day where she's only shooting like 10%, she's still got a lot of talent around her. Pondexter, Vandersloot, Quigley. Now there are a lot of players on this team who can make explosive plays, put points on the board. They have a lot of different people who can take that last shot. And I feel like Chicago is a very complete team that has a lot of weapons, and I expect them to come out of this with a victory. And then, so the games, starting game 1, you have Thursday, September 17th. That one's being played in Chicago at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ESPN2. And for those of you who don't understand time zones, Eastern Standard Times means that if you live somewhere on the East Coast near the Atlantic Ocean, Maine, New York, Florida, any of those states, anything in between, then you get it. Then it'll be on at 8 p.m. Or if you live somewhere in the middle, like Texas, Wisconsin, the Dakotas, anything in between, it comes on at 7 p.m. And anywhere on the East Coast, California, anywhere on the West Coast, near the Pacific, you get California, Oregon, and all those other things, it'll be on at 5 p.m. So make sure to adjust for your time zones. And if you live outside of the states, I don't know how to help you. And then game 2, Saturday, September 19th, Chicago at Indiana at 7 p.m. on NBA TV, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then game 3, Monday, September 21st, which will be in Chicago at 8 p.m. on 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on NBA TV. So if you get the chance, be sure to check all of those out. But for now, that's the end of this video. Stay tuned to this channel. Subscribe if you haven't already for continuing coverage of the 2015 WNBA playoffs. And I will also, after the draft lottery, probably after the finals 2, I will do the off-season power rankings, which based completely just on where they finished this year. I will predict where I think the teams are going to finish next season. A lot of which. And so, just based on how they performed this year, who's retiring, pending free agents and stuff, things like that. So, be sure to stay tuned into the channel and check out as many of these games as you can. I understand, because I work nights, so I'm only going to be able to for sure see the Sunday and Monday games, but I'll still check out as many of the highlights as I can. And definitely won't be able to watch any of the Friday or Saturday games live, but hopefully Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, if it's slow at work, they let me go early and I can catch the second game, or at least the end of it. So, yeah, pray for me. So, that's it for this video. This has been the Fan Perspective. I'm your host, Nathan Lau. Please stay tuned and enjoy your week. Enjoy the playoffs.